Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is all about my photography and about Aesthetic Riot. If you don't know what Aesthetic Riot is, it is my photography brand business name that I created about 2 years ago. Just in this video, I'm just going to be talking about how Aesthetic Riot got started, why I started Aesthetic Riot, what it means to me, how it helps me on who Bseville is, and just the things I look forward to and all the little things I had to deal with that not a lot of people know about. So yeah, I just wanted to make a nice little video about that because I feel like I get questioned a lot by people about Aesthetic Riot and why I choose the name Aesthetic Riot. So to get started, what made me start photography is just my love for the entertainment world. One summer I was hanging out with my friend Brittany in City Place, and we were walking around, and in like a few hours I had to do a shoot with my friend Anthony, also known as Sad Boy Ant. We'll link him down below so you guys can go check him out because he's a great photographer. One of the photographers that actually inspired me to start photography. While we were waiting, we were like getting our snacks, doing all the shopping, and I pulled my phone out and we were just snapping pictures of each other. One, because I just shaved my head like I want to say a week or two before that, and I was just really excited about that transformation because I felt like I was shedding an old part of me that I no longer claimed. So it was kind of like, hello, this is me, I'm stepping out, what's up? And Brittany, she like inspired me to make my Instagram page because she saw the photos I took and she thought they were amazing, and she told me I need to post them, and I just thought it was really nice to hear someone believe in something before I could even have the idea to do it myself. It gave me the confidence, and before that I always loved taking photos. I never had a professional camera, but like I would take my mom's cameras, or I would take whatever device I had and I would go in my backyard and take pictures of like plants, animals, my friends, and all of this without like taking a class. Like I just always loved it, and like I said, like I went to art schools all my life, so I didn't want to stray away from that field whatsoever. I tried psychology, I tried interior design, I even thought about being a dietitian, but none of those things scream to my heart as much as photography and acting has. What made me decide to choose the name Aesthetic Riot was my Tumblr page. Looking at my Tumblr page, I realized that nothing on it matched. Like, not saying my feed looked messy, but it looked like a beautiful chaotic mess. Now, for getting models, so I thought it was really easy to contact like a bunch of people I went to school with and all my friends and say, hey, like I want to take photos of you, or they would see what I was doing. They're like, hey Brittany, I saw your post online and that picture was actually really great. I want you to take my photo. I was just like having fun, vibing, trying to figure out my style, what I like taking photos of. As the time went by and the more exposure I got, the more people started to come to me and ask me to take their photo, and it was asking me like how I go about my rates and what kind of photography I do. For the longest time, I really just stuck to taking photos of my friends, going to museums, parks, anywhere. I loved alleyways, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but alleyways should be a photographer's best friend because for me, like the ugliness makes a beautiful photo. Next on the list of things I want to talk about is getting featured. How do I get featured? How do I end up in an art gallery? How do I go to these art shows? How do I sell my product? My first step into doing that was signing up for my friend's art show. I remember going crazy. I went to Michael's, the dollar store, everywhere, and I was building my own like set of how I wanted to present it. After that, I felt like it opened doors for more clients, aka friends, and for more opportunities to present my work. There was an art show. That art show allowed me to raise up enough money to pay my down payment, and I was stoked, shocked. I didn't expect for any of that to happen. I was just selling posters of my work that I created. I didn't think anyone would want a picture of somebody's lips in this lighting, or a picture of my friend posing in the middle of a tennis court. I didn't think anyone would want that stuff. Going forth, after that opened more. I did more art shows. I did an art gallery. It was so amazing. That's how I met my friend Kelvin. He like opened me up to film photography, which that is a whole other thing that I'm going to talk about. Let me write that down. After that art gallery, I did a photo shoot with this girl named Brianna Zuniga. We were friends since middle school, and it was one of my favorite photo shoots to this day. My boyfriend came with me and he helped me set up everything. We used this backdrop actually. We set everything up in the middle of this soccer field, and he helped me use the bouncer because that was the first time I ever had to use a bouncer. The first time I ever felt like I was actually doing a professional shoot. Later on, she let me know that the photos were going to be featured in a magazine. I really didn't expect anyone to actually care. Of course, people were going to the magazine for her, but that's still a step. Like, someone's going to see those photos one day, and they're going to wonder who took those photos, and they're going to see my name right below there and a link to my Instagram page, and that could get me somewhere in the near future, and I'm completely grateful. I'm gonna talk about my first ever studio shoot. It was a Valentine's Day series, my absolute favorite. Okay, so I met this girl online. We planned this photo shoot together for like, I wanna say 2 months. It was just such a fun experience with just a bunch of girls just showing, and we all felt good and like taking these beautiful photos. And after that, I did more studio shoots with my friend Citali. She like created this whole set based off of her pieces. Like, I had to use this big ladder to like get over and take photos of them. And studio or not, like, make a makeshift studio. When I was using just my phone, I wasn't charging people. It's free, it's complimentary. Just know that when I get my equipment, like, I would just love if you did want to support me and did want to invest in my business. I saved up my money and I took myself to the pawn shop. I saw the camera I wanted, scooped that camera up with 2 lenses for $225. Don't sleep on your local pawn shop. Once I had a good understanding of how to use my camera, I started charging people like $50 for the whole shoot. Months went by, I started getting better, I started getting more features. I upped it up to like $75 or $45 an hour. It really depended on what you had me doing. For the studio, I charged $60 because that's how much I was charged to rent out the studio, and then I charged $40 for my time. I also did a like $10 down payment to make sure that you would actually show up, because if I'm going to rent out a studio, I need you to show up, because that's not only taking up my time, but now it's taking up the person's time that I rented out from when they could rent it out to someone else. If I did events, it would be like $100 for every 2 hours. At first, it was really hard to make money, and honestly, like, I probably wouldn't have started charging people if my mom didn't start yelling at me. She said, you're using your gas and you're using your talent and you need to get paid for both of them. And she was right. All my friends were saying the same thing, and I was like, y'all are right. Let me stop doing this stuff for free, because some people are taking advantage of me. Some people don't give me credit. Don't be that person that just watches their friends from the sidelines and don't say good job or any of that. Like, don't be that person. Help your friend out. It does not cost anything whatsoever to repost, to like, to comment, to just to send them a text and say, I see what you're doing a great job and I'm proud of you. Like, it does not hurt, because that goes a very, very long way. And I am grateful for each and every one of my friends and family members and all those strangers that did that to me when I did not ask for it. 100% grateful for you guys. Thank you for helping me become who I am today. Let's talk about film photography. So, like I said, my friend Kelvin helped me really step my foot in film photography and gave me more of an interest. Like, I was using film as an outlet to take more off guard and nonchalant photos, and the first shoot I did was for this brand called Lions Apparel, and started by this guy named Chris. We met up in city place, and like I said, alleyways and rooftops are my best friend when it comes to taking photos. So we were in the alleyway, we were on the rooftop, and this whole time I'm just praying, like, God, please let these photos come out, because this dude is paying me. That also led more doors to open for other film shoots. I got these 2 cameras from thrift stores. This is the first film camera I ever got. from a thrift store. I put a sticker I made on the back of it. I sell them for $3 on Redbubble. I'll put the link down below if you ever want to buy any of my work. This is my first ever camera, film camera that I ever got. I got this from a thrift store for about 75 cents. This is the second camera that I got. This cost me like $1 something, and it was one of my favorite purchases. I have another one that's a Canon, which, like I said, I got from a thrift store, and I got the thing for 75 cents. You know what? Like, I'm someone that doesn't like paying full price for a lot of things, so I got the camera for $225. I got my 50mm lens for $85 from a thrift store. Got three film cameras from a thrift store for, let's say in total for $3. Then also there's Amazon. You can get a little mini like standing what is this called, a ring light? This is my friend's, but she got it off of Amazon, and these things are on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Equipment is important, but shop smart. Thank you so much to you for watching this video, for you for following me, for subscribing, for liking, commenting, whatever. Thank you so much for wanting to see me win, and I want you to know I want to see you win. I want to see you become the best version that you want yourself to be. So yeah, thanks for watching today's video. See you guys next time. Bye.